Hello. Today I will be covering some of the regulations pertaining to very small quantity generators of hazardous waste located in Alabama. The topics I will cover include hazardous waste determinations, why facilities are classified as very small quantity generators, and some of the very small quantity generator regulations. Hazardous waste determinations. Any facility located in the state of Alabama must perform a hazardous waste determination on all solid waste they generate and maintain any supporting documents used to make these determinations for at least 3 years. This determination must be made at the point of waste generation. The facility may use process knowledge, product knowledge, or analytical results to make the determination. Points of waste generation are determined by the facility based on their individual processes. Whenever a material is deemed unusable or exits the original process, the facility must determine what is to happen with the material. If it is determined that the material is a waste and is to be disposed, the facility must determine if the waste is hazardous. A very small quantity generator may generate up to 100 kilograms or 220 pounds of non-acute hazardous waste, up to 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of acute hazardous waste, and up to 100 kilograms or 220 pounds of residues from cleanup of acute hazardous waste during a calendar month. A very small quantity generator must maintain supporting documentation for this monthly generation determination at the facility as part of an operating record for at least 3 years. Very small quantity generator regulations. A very small quantity generator is not subject to the requirements of larger category generators and may accumulate hazardous waste on site provided that they perform hazardous waste determinations and maintain those supporting documents, maintain supporting documentation for monthly hazardous waste generation, do not accumulate more than 1 kilogram of acute hazardous waste or more than 100 kilograms of any residues from the cleanup of acute hazardous waste, do not accumulate 1,000 kilograms or more of non-acute hazardous waste, treat or dispose of their hazardous waste in an on-site facility or ensure delivery of their hazardous waste to an authorized off-site treatment, storage, or disposal facility, do not place bulk or non-containerized liquid hazardous waste or hazardous waste containing free liquids in any landfill, comply with ADEM's administrative code in the event of an episodic generation, submit the ADEM Form 8700-12 annually if they have an active EPA ID number. If a very small quantity generator does accumulate 1,000 kilograms of non-acute hazardous waste, they must remove the waste within 180 days, comply with the central accumulation regulations for a small quantity generator of hazardous waste, and not exceed 6,000 kilograms or 13,200 pounds of total hazardous waste accumulation. If a very small quantity generator does accumulate more than 1 kilogram of non-acute hazardous waste or more than 100 kilograms of any residues from cleanup of acute hazardous waste, they must remove the waste within 90 days and comply with the central accumulation regulations for a large quantity generator of hazardous waste. When removing hazardous waste, a very small quantity generator must ensure delivery of hazardous waste to an off-site treatment, storage, or disposal facility that is permitted, an interim status, authorized by another state or the EPA, a permitted municipal solid waste landfill, a permitted non-municipal solid waste landfill, a facility that uses, reuses, recycles, or reclaims waste, a facility that treats waste prior to use, reuse, recycling, or reclamation, or a large quantity generator under the control of the same person provided that ADEM regulations are met. A very small quantity generator must send its universal waste to a universal waste handler or a universal waste destination facility. A very small quantity generator may mix a portion or all of its hazardous waste with solid waste. This resulting mixture will not count toward the quantity limits of a very small quantity generator unless the mixture exhibits one or more of the characteristics of hazardous waste. If a very small quantity generator's waste are mixed with used oil, the mixture is subject to ADEM's regulations. A very small quantity generator may maintain its existing generator category if a planned or unplanned activity that does not normally occur during the generator operations results in the generation of hazardous waste that exceed the calendar month quantity limits. This is referred to as episodic generation. The very small quantity generator must notify ADEM no later than 30 days prior to a planned event, notify ADEM within 72 hours of an unplanned event, and comply with ADEM's episodic generation regulations. A very small quantity generator is not required to have an EPA ID number, but may obtain one if desired. An EPA identification number may be obtained by submitting ADEM Form 8700-12 and the appropriate fees to ADEM. An EPA identification number is required if the very small quantity generator has or plans to have an episodic event. A very small quantity generator with an existing or active EPA ID number is required to submit ADEM Form 8700-12 annually or deactivate the EPA ID number. A facility must submit annual notifications to the department by the 15th day of the specified month for the county in which their facility is located. This is the 8700-12 submission schedule. More information regarding hazardous waste can be found at the following links or by contacting ADEM.